You're listening to the Sis You Can Do This podcast, and we are your hosts, Roshana
and Melissa. We're faith-driven women who hope to share with you all things lifestyle, wellness, purpose, and of course, Jesus. Thanks in advance for listening.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. We are excited to have you. This is such a special episode.
Yes.
I'm
you see
so
the
excited.
balloons.
Yes.
You see the balloons. Why we have balloons on the table?
So I specifically requested to have some balloons because we have something to celebrate.
Right. Yes.
So if you recall, Mel, this month, October, last year, 2023, we launched the Sis You Can Do This podcast.
Woo!
It's been 1 year.
We need the sound effects.
We do. We're going to work on that. We're going to work on that. But I am extremely... I'm like at a loss of words in terms of how I feel.
It's like our baby is one.
Right now. Our baby turned 1 year old, developing, growing.
Right.
And I'm so excited about what's ahead.
Yeah.
What's to come.
Right.
You know, we're always working on improving, evolving, doing more, doing better. You know, and I just think about the first year, the journey that we've been on and, you know, ups and downs and learning the ins and outs of this podcast world and social media and posting and all the things, content and all, and, you know, and had to take some breaks here and there just for sanity purposes.
Right. Life was lifing, right?
Life was lifing and mental breaks and everything, but still we're here. And you're here with us. You're tuning into the episodes. You're giving us feedback. I get we get the reviews on people listening and downloading, and I'm so encouraged by it because, you know, when you start something like this, you're like, who's really going to listen? Like, who am I?
Like,
you know, do I have things to say? Like
our moms, maybe.
Right. Like, you know, like, do I actually have something important to say? And what I say, do people actually want to hear from me? And, you know, I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys who have been listening, who've been sharing, who've been reposting, who've been asking, hey, where are you guys at? Like, what's going on? Because you're concerned. And it's very encouraging.
Very encouraging. Awesome. And I also have to say just thank you to you, Roshana, for even including me on this journey that, you know, was first in your mind and it went into a book and then, you know, you told me about it and you know, wanted me to be a part of it. And I'm just so honored that you would even think that I could do this, you know, and, you know, and here we are 1 year later because of, you know, something you had a vision for that we wanted to inspire women. We wanted to encourage women. We wanted to teach women, you know, and here we are doing it and we're getting the feedback. We're getting people saying that they have been encouraged, that they've grown from, you know, listening to us talk. They're changing some things up in their lives. And it's such a blessing. So thank you.
Yes. And if I could return the thanks, you know, thank you to you too for, you know, when it was presented to you, you didn't shoot it down and laugh at it. You didn't say, oh, well, everyone's doing a podcast, you know, but you responded like, yeah, sure, I would love to. And that was encouraging to me that you believed in something something that was a small vision, but you saw the end goal or you see the end goal and you see what is to come with it. I know when we sit down and we have our meetings, we're like, let's do this. We want to do this. Okay, step one. Calm it down. Like, let's focus.
Yes.
Right? So we have so much in store and the always bringing fresh perspective and ideas and your stories and who you are overall as a person and who you are still growing to be. And I've personally seen the growth in you and I'm encouraged by that. And I'm going to watch Melissa, you know, do the things that God has called her to do. Right. And even the people that you have within your circle, I'm seeing big up Jamaica. You know, I'm seeing listeners from all over tuning in. And I know that you have a lot to do with that. So I just want to say thank you as well. Thank you for having grace with me. You know, just like I said, figuring this stuff out, taking the time that I need just because I wear so many different hats sometimes and it could be overwhelming. But understanding that and, you know, just saying, okay, I got you. And, you know, if I could also give another special thanks to the man behind the camera, the one you don't hear about, see about, you know, when we just started as just an audio podcast, I went to him and same thing. He was on board. He was willing. He was ready. You know, he's graced us with equipment and his equipment to do what we're doing today with video. and he's educated himself and is still learning and still developing and still growing, but still serving, and does all the things in terms of the sound and the editing. And we could not do this without you, Luke.
Dr. Luke, yeah.
Mr. Luke, Mr. Soundman, sound engineer, editor, all the things, all the titles. I just want to say we love you and we appreciate you. It's not in vain. The Lord has so much in store for you.
Look at him blushing.
Right, he's here. I'm talking like he's not even in the room, but he's in the room.
Right.
But I just want to let the world know that we're not doing it just as a two-man team. There is someone else that is dedicated their time, has given up their time to make sure that this goes out to you guys. And, you know, whether it's through 100 text messages and me saying, I'm sorry, what did you say I was supposed to do again? And what is this equipment called? Always willing to give an answer. And he gets to hear all the content first. So, you know, as you guys will say, oh, you guys are so funny, you're laughing. He's laughing too. Luke is getting all the best advice. He's seeing all the behind the scenes over stuff. There. Yeah, and he keeps recording all the behind the scenes stuff. Saying one day he's going to release something.
Some blooper episode,
we'll see. But no, from the bottom of my heart, I just want to say thank you. You know, we see you, the Lord sees you. And, you know, as we always say, put this on your resume. But I I strongly believe that God is going to open so many amazing doors from you simply because you say yes.
Yeah.
You take every opportunity as a learning opportunity, as an opportunity to grow into the things of God, into the call that is on your life. And the best is yet to come. The next chapter is ahead of you. And I'm excited to see that and to see you continue to develop and grow in the passions that you have.
Right. All right. So shout out to Dr. Luke. I call him Dr. Luke.
Yes.
But yeah, so 1 year, girl.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And it's a blessing. And we just hope that you just continue with us. Tell a friend to tell a friend about us. So that, you know, we can grow this thing, right? So this word can get out. Initially, we started with, listen, just for the one, you know, but that one has turned into a lot of people. You know, a lot of young women who are, you know, being challenged, and even some young men. We have some male listeners, you know, and we love that. We want you to grow. We want you to be just the best version of yourself that you can be, who God called you to be. So we are just honored to serve you. We're honored to be in this space, and just keep on going with us. You know.
Yes, and I'm just looking forward to what God has for us next, and what he has for this, because we always want to follow his leading, and to learn from what it is that we're doing. And we trust God with this. We cannot do this. Although it's this, you can do this. It's this, you can do this through the help and the grace and the love of the Father, right? We do nothing without him. But with all things, we can, in all things, we can do all things through him who gives us strength.
Right.
And I just want to, once again, say thank you. So before we close, as always, you can send us an email at Sis You Can Do This.
Tell us happy anniversary.
Yes.
Right?
Tell us what's your favorite episode.
Right.
If there's anything that has stood out to you, anything you want us to talk about, we're always willing to take suggestions.
Yeah.
And do our research and do what we need to do to deliver you the content that you're asking for. But yeah, send us an email at sisyoucandothis@gmail.com. You can comment, send us a message on Instagram as well as Sis You Can Do This. And don't forget to rate, share, and subscribe to this podcast. Leave a review. Right. We need you in this, so that we can just even reach a broader stage, and just for more women to be encouraged, because that's what this is all about.
Right. So to 1 year.
And remember, sis, you can do this.